Hello everybody, hi Lord Tamerlane with another Obscurity in Miniature. So, what's this guy doing here hanging out with our old witch hunter buddy? Well, it's the same guy. This is the Warwind A of the Forsaken for Dark Age. So, last couple years, Cool Mini has slowly but surely been resculpting a lot of the older original Dark Age models. And here was my interpretation of the original Warwind. The Warwind, as the packaging says, are part of the Forsaken, which are the dudes that all live out in the deserts of Samaris, or whatever the planet was called that Dark Age is supposed to take place on, because it's not on Earth. I thought it was for a very long time. But no, it's not. We have backing. We have the up-to-date cards for the game. You'll notice he still has the original pose, which I always thought was really cool looking. I like his just like flying around, you know. Hey, decapitate. Cool. He's got the deep dish 30mm base. And a bunch of parts that have dropped all over. Let's see what they look like. What do you include? Alright, so it looks like our sculpt this time around consists of the main body. And again, he's got that arrogant kind of, I'm just going to go and slice people to pieces, stern look on his face. I do like the fact that this guy is kind of in mid-leap, mid-slash, as opposed to the just, I'm standing in the back of the concert and I'm bored because I've already seen like this band 20 times type look that guy's got going on. So his swords, I'm going to take a wild guess that they're not supposed to look like boomerangs, and I'm going to assume that they're just supposed to be a little bit bent like a katana, but yeah, that's going to take a little bit of work. So why don't I grab some clippers and something to attempt to smooth this out with, and we'll see if I can get him built. Alright, well, we got our new Warwind built. And like I said earlier, I really like the sculpt and what it's doing, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired. First of all, check out those swords. That's just, I'm not liking that one bit. They look super fragile, and I feel like I'm going to break them eventually before I actually can get around to getting him finished. Other interesting thing to note is it looks like he's actually designed for a slaughter base. You can see that nice evenly made square at the bottom of his foot there, but he came with those stupid deep dish ones that I can't stand that you got to fill in with sand and crap and junk and stuff and things, and it's just like, too much work. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I don't know if I have any bases laying around. That's obviously not one of them, but you know what? Just wanted to at least get a size reference. So he actually looks kind of smaller compared to the original. And I don't know if that's just because the proportions are more realistic. This guy's got a huge head. I mean, there's just no two ways about it. And he's as stiff as a board. Nobody stands like that, you knucklehead. Whereas this guy looks like it's plausible he's just leaping into combat and letting the swords do all the talking. So I keep thinking, you know, he obviously isn't super sci-fi looking from, you know, just what he's wearing and what he's got. I was thinking he'd probably be kind of a cool looking character like in a Mordheim or a Frostgrave warband. That was actually my intention, was I was going to go full post-apocalyptic Frostgrave group. Let's see how he compares to an actual Frostgrave figure then. As expected, not too far out of scale, really. Huh. Interesting. So my idea might work after all, and he might be a very cool captain in Frostgrave. Storing him and transporting him, that's going to be a challenge with these swords. So hopefully I can figure out something. Hopefully I can get those things straightened out even more. I thought I had them, but obviously not. The metal itself feels a lot like what I would call confrontation metal. And for whatever reason, some of the Rackham stuff, when confrontation was still going on, just seemed really malleable and soft. And I got the same kind of feeling with this, that if I screw around with it enough, I'm going to end up breaking it. So, I don't know, maybe they use the same casting company? Beats me, I'm not really sure. But for what I paid, and I didn't pay full price, I'm pretty happy with him, and he's going to serve his purpose well once I get around to getting him painted. Hopefully, that's soon. With that said, if you're looking for an interesting two-handed, dual-wielding warrior-type dude, this is an interesting model if you want to go hunt it down. Plus, technically, he's a post-apocalyptic dude, so if you want to use him in a game like Fallout or something, I'm sure you can come up with some rules for that. That said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying bye-bye.